First things first, thanks everybody for tuning in. I know it's late for a few of you out there, but we appreciate you listening in. I'm the king, I'm the founder of Crypto Kingdom. We've got the team here from Win Binary. We're going to talk a little more about their project, get a few more details on it. So let's kick this thing off. Why don't you tell me a little bit about you, a little bit about the team, and a little bit about the project?
Alrighty, yeah. Okay. So about me, I got into crypto around the time where COVID started. I had just graduated from undergrad, and I was looking for something to get into, something to invest in while I couldn't work. Um, I'm actually going to med school. Starting next week. I live in the States. Um, yeah, that's a little bit about me. About the team, the we have two devs, and the rest of the team is made up a bunch of investors that they just got together and they wanted to make their own project. And the real reason why they came up with One Binary was they wanted to they wanted to disrupt an ecosystem, some type of centralized ecosystem. And a lot of the team are really into betting, betting, gambling, and there's a lot of problems with betting and gambling right now. It's all centralized. There's always little shady business going on, usually with the house. As everyone knows, house always wins. So the good thing with Win Binary is, we take out the house, we take out that manipulation. It's all peer versus peer, and that's why I really like the team, and that's why I ended up joining them.
Cool, awesome.
Yeah.
So give us a little rundown of the project. Let's kind of for the ones that maybe haven't read all the docs and everything, which you guys can head over their Discord and check out those docs. But yeah, why don't you give us a quick rundown about it? Kind of hit the high notes.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so I'm just gonna run through it real quick. The main thing about the project, there are five income sources, right? Five things you can kind of do with Win Binary. Okay. First, we're launching our Win Binary token, WinB, right? That's gonna be volatile. It's gonna be like any other token, gonna go up with as we get bigger, and down with the bear markets and all that, right? And we're gonna launch a stable token called WinUSD. Okay, I'll get into that a little later. That's going to come later. What's launching this week is the WinB token and a few of our little income sources, which I'm going to go through now. The first one is the Win Miner, right? Like any miner, you buy the miner, say you buy it for $500. What you get is 8% of what you put in every day, right? So say I bought for $1,000 just to make it easy, right? I would get $80 every day, right? That means I would make my return on investment (ROI) every 12 and a half days, right? That's without the referral bonus. Now, if you get a referral bonus, that's if you get a referral, right? You refer someone, they use your link, then they buy a miner. You get 12% of that. Okay, so you could really make that return on investment quickly, which is the best thing to do with a miner, because at that point, what are you playing with? You're playing with house money. Now, this is probably the only time I'll say house money. There's no real house in any of this. I'm just saying, like, you're not playing with any skin in the game. Um, Number two, you have the Win Crash, which, if you guys know what a crash game is, it's the same thing. You're gonna see a little rocket on the screen, and it's gonna be going up, up, and up, and you'll have a little timer on the bottom. It'll be like 1.00 whatever x, right? As that multiplier goes up, and that's the X amount you're gonna get on your buy. So if you end up pulling out at 1.5 and you bet, say, $100, you'll make 1.5 times your bet, right? Now the thing is you never know when this rocket's gonna crash. Okay, it's automated, so it could crash at 1.5x, it could crash at 1.01x. You never know. You know what I mean? So the thing is the longer you stay in, the more you make. However, you want to pull out before it crashes, because if it crashes, you lose everything. Okay. That's kind of how the Win Crash game goes. It starts by you just making a bet. So, like, you can bet whatever you want on it, and then you count the multiplier, try to pull out before it crashes. Kind of simple, just a little mini game. The next one is the last buy jackpot. So this one's pretty simple. There's gonna be a little page. You buy on it. If no one buys for the next 5 minutes, you win the pot up to 10 times your what's it called? Up to 10 times your original investment. Okay. So say you only bet $5, you can only win $50 max. Okay, even if the pot is more. Okay. Um, but you can win up to 10 times that amount. So say you win, but only one other person had bet against you. Someone had bet, then you bet, right? And no one else bet after that. You would probably win, you and the other person's bet, considering it's not more than 10 times your amount. That's kind of how the last buy jackpot works. Last person to buy, with the 5-minute timer up, is the one who takes the pot. Now the next one is the really big one. I know I'm going kind of fast, so if anyone gets any questions or wants me to slow down, just kind of let me know. I'm kind of looking at the AMA questions while I'm running through this. Um, the WinBet system is the big one. That's it's going to be an online platform for betting, right? But there's going to be no house. So how this works is it's all peer to peer. Someone makes a bet. Now and he creates his own odds for it. Now the other person, another random investor, can come in. He can take the bet, or say he's like not confident, he just leaves the bet. If someone does take you up on your bet, now it's just like a dinner table bet. The winner takes whatever was offered. You know what I mean? There's no house in it. There's no manipulation. We don't have a say in it. It's literally just peer to peer betting. Okay, and that's the beauty of it, right? It takes gambling and it takes out that house. So there's no one that's always winning. All we do, but this is also how the protocol wins a little bit, right? We take a 3% fee from all bets. Now that 3% fee is obviously it's not going to hurt you in the long run. It shouldn't anyway. It's something super small, but that's what keeps the protocol going. That's how we're going to get marketing later on. That's how we're going to use everything, and that's how we're going to have our income stream, right? So it's just little taxes like that we're going to have, and all that's in the docs. I can go through that if you guys want. The last one though, I just wanted to go through it real quick. Oh well, for WinBet also, you're going to have every type of sport you can imagine. Okay, we're going to have everything from real sports to international sports to esports, anything you can think of, and the team is always open to add more. So say you get on the website, you don't see the sport that you're looking at that you want to bet on, just let us know and we'll try to add it in, try to make sure that we can run it on there. It shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, so that's the big thing though. That's what we're really trying to disrupt. We're really trying to disrupt that gambling ecosystem and take out the house, make it so it's more fair bets for everyone. The last thing that we're doing right now is called WinTrade. It's also, so this is the only one that's not launching right now. WinTrade is going to launch later. We're still looking for a few more partnerships, I believe, and we're trying to get the launch set up and everything before we launch WinTrade because it's a little bit bigger. This is the crypto forex pairs trading, the options, right? We are going to have a database of over 500,000 traders. I'm not too big into options trading, so I don't exactly know what this is going to look like. Glex, our main dev, he would know more about this, but since it's not launching this weekend anyway, I just kind of wanted to mention it. It's supposed to be another big thing that we're launching, but this is going to be later on. That's most of what's going on right now. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more to look forward to. And I can get into that. I know that there was a question on that in the AMA questions, but that's pretty much it for what's going on with the protocol right now. We're launching this week.
Cool. So you guys have a private sale ongoing?
Yep, going on right now.
Okay. What are kind of the details on that? Where's the private sale taking place? When does it end? What's the soft cap, hard cap? How much you guys are trying to collect?
Yeah, so that's all in that's in an announcement that we just made like a few days ago.
Okay.
The private sale lasts for 3 days. It was supposed to be for the influencers and their communities. Really their communities. The influencers don't really. I mean, I think they can get into the private sale if they really want to, but it's mostly for their communities. The hard cap for the private sale, I believe, was 705,000. We do have a pre-sale that's also on. That's going to go right after. Also lasts for 3 days. Hard cap of 250,000. And it's only a 5 cent difference in price. And then you have the public sale, which I think, I think there was a whitelist pre-sale and then a regular pre-sale. Again, there's a third one, a group 3 with another 5 cent difference, and it's also 250,000. 250,000, yeah, hard cap.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's start running through some of these questions on here. I'll just start at the top. Let's see. So, what's your plans for ensuring you've got enough liquidity on exchanges from those taxes that you're taking or anything? Is any of that going back into the liquidity? Logus is just wondering how you're going to make sure that you've got enough liquidity on the exchanges.
Yep. So yeah, it's from the taxes. Like I said, every little thing on here is going to have like a little tax from 1% to 3%, depending on what the five things I just talked about. And that's supposed to go back in. 50% is actually going to go back into the users that are holding WinB. So to reward our early loyalty members, right? Like the people that believe in us from the beginning, they'll obviously be rewarded the most because they'll be getting those reflections back. It'll be 50% of it will be manually distributed to everyone who owns the WinB tokens. And on every buy and sale tax of WinB tokens, there's actually also a 10% buy and sale tax. So that's probably the biggest tax on here. But yeah, that's just to make sure that we're keeping up with the liquidity and everything. So we have a few different ways. Yeah, the taxes mostly though.
Okay. And he's got a question about you guys potentially planning to launch a DEX. You guys have some plans to do that?
Uh, yeah, I believe it's more of a swap that we're launching.
Okay.
It's going to be more for the WinUSD token. It's the stable coin that we're going to launch, and this will help us reach a much wider audience, right? Because not everyone is a big crypto enthusiast, but into gambling, right? So there's a
Hmm.
huge gambling ecosystem out there, and we want to get as many of them into this as possible. So right now we're launching the WinB token to get all of our crypto guys in, right? The guys who really want that risk factor, who want to show their loyalty from the beginning, and then we're going to try to reach out to all of these other people, like the non crypto people that but are into gambling still, and get them more into reach like a global audience with the WinUSD token, and there will be a small tax on that that'll go back to the WinB holders.
Yeah. So, how do you guys kind of plan on reaching those non-crypto users? Do you have a specific marketing plan you think will help you
Yep.
get to those
So
guys?
so at the moment, right, we have a lot of connections with a bunch of YouTubers. So that's if you guys go on to our what's it called, our Discord, we have all of their videos posted up, and with all these guys, each one comes with their own connections, and where a lot of the guys that are on the team are already really big into these betting these betting platforms, and that's kind of how they got started, is they really got into gambling in these betting platforms, so they already have connections to a bunch of these guys and know people in the space and that kind of thing, so they have connections in the space.
Cool. Got it.
Yeah.
Any names you can share that you've had or maybe have coming up? Did you guys do anything with James Pelton? You got any big names you can throw out there?
I could definitely say the names of the videos I've already seen. I'm not the one with all the YouTube connections, to be fair. That's more the rest of the team. But
I hear
yeah, I
you.
could just
Well,
name a
just
few.
yeah, just guys, I just posted the Discord in there, so you guys can actually just join through there and go check that out yourself. Like he said, he's got
Yeah.
got some videos posted there, so if y'all want to go check out kind of who's been making them and get some more info on that. So I saw another question up here. Let's see. Will you have some sort of like tutorial? I know you guys have some documentation right now, but those YouTube videos, for instance, is that going to be? Are you guys going to have videos for tutorials on how to actually play the games, how to get involved?
Oh yeah, I would
Okay.
assume so.
Yeah.
The I know that at least one of the YouTube videos I saw already kind of goes through each one of the things and how to play it. And they kind of show you with other examples from like other kind of similar apps as well. Like the big Ethereum crash game. Ours is going to work very similar to that. So yeah, there and I'm sure after we launch, we'll come up with another tutorial video just in case for anyone who needs it.
Okay. Cool. Let's see. T Scarlet is asking. So many DeFi platforms have been hacked recently. How are you going to make sure the funds are protected? What are your security measures you've got in place?
Right. So we have two audits. We have one by Solid Proof, and another one coming out from Certic. So that way
Okay.
we're gonna have the code out for everyone to see. Two audits, so that way there's extra security on it. We already have the KYC from Truth Seekers, but we're looking to get more KYCs because some people thought that was an issue that we didn't use a more well-known KYC company. So we're definitely looking into that now, as well. But yeah, the two audits for now. Um, is there anything that anyone in the audience would want to see for more security measures? The team's always open to new ideas.
Yeah, I think, and guys, y'all can comment on this too if y'all want to in this thread we've got going. But I think a lot of people have a lot of respect for who is it? Obsidian KYC. I think a lot of people
Hmm.
respect them quite a bit, but they are expensive. I will say that. I think last time, and they may have changed it since the bear market, but it was like $8,000 per person, and you have to get
Oh,
anybody who touches the
yeah.
contract's got to do it. So if you got several devs, each one has to do it. So it could be 20, 30, depending on how big your team is, but it's going to be 8,000 minimum. So I know
Yeah.
everybody, but they're good, so everyone respects them. But it is expensive, and it's not an option for some of the smaller guys starting out. So, but everybody does like to see just, a KYC with a respectable company. Everybody would love to see them docs, but this still is crypto, and people don't, you don't have to docs, but they do want to see a KYC in most cases. So.
Yeah. So we do have the one KYC already. We're looking to get more, like I said. I don't know what if the team can budget for that at the moment, because like we said, we're still in the pre-sale phase.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's something we could look into once we get a little bit farther in. But I know at that point, we're already proven at that point we don't really need the KYC. The KYC is more for this pre-sale and everything. But the team is looking to get more KYCs. Maybe they'll go with someone a little more affordable. I still got to talk to Glex on that point, but yeah, we're always looking for more though.
Cool. Yeah. And then I'm sure you guys will update everyone as you go. So like I said, guys, join that Discord. Make sure you're in there so you're up to date on announcements. What was when did you say the private sale was going to end?
So it was 3 days from the 11th, which was, I believe, Monday. So It should be done either around sometime tomorrow, I believe.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I think 8 p.m. Eastern, I want to say, from last time I remember.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So just jumping down here to Ponzi, he's great name. He's asking if you have any coin burn or buyback system in place.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to have manual burns going on all the time. That's another thing that the tax is going to go to. The good thing about the tax is, right, it's going to build the treasury, and that's what we're going to be able to use for burns, buybacks, reward our community members, whatever's going on. That's what all that's going to be used for.
Okay. And as far as the team getting paid, how are they going to get paid? Is that going to come out of those taxes as well? Or are you guys taking a percentage from pre-sale? How's the team going to take care of themselves?
I haven't actually seen how we haven't talked about paying ourselves yet, so I don't know if we are taking a percentage out. I would have to talk to Glex on that.
Okay.
I don't know if Glex is in this AMA. If you are, I would love. If he's not, hold on, let me message him. I'll get back to you on that question.
Yeah, you can, and if you just want to post it in that AMA questions category, that'd be good if you get that info. Everybody's always curious about it. So let's see, where did I leave off? Let's go over, some more of the marketing projects. So you said you've got the YouTubers. Do you have any more AMAs lined up?
So we just did two AMAs this week. I know that we're always looking to do more AMAs, so I think that we're trying to at least get another one this week. So at the moment, I don't know of any lined up, but if we're going to definitely try to get a few more lined up. They'll be announced in our group, in our Discord as well.
Okay. And let's see, Nalaka is kind of asking about the current market conditions. Is that going to deter you guys from launching at all? Are you keeping an eye on that?
Nope, I wouldn't say it would at all. The best thing about this, right, is that we're trying to hit a crypto community and disrupt an already established ecosystem. So in our thought process is we're going to start with crypto, and then we're going to bring people into crypto. Not only try to help our protocol develop, but by bringing people from this gambling market into crypto and kind of merging the two, we can actually bring people to crypto, hopefully, is kind of what my thought process is with this whole thing, because what we're doing is we're making it more fair to all those investors, all the people that like to gamble and are like, oh man, this is too unfair. I don't like how this is going. I don't like that the odds are being manipulated. Well, here there is no odd manipulation going on. So hopefully they'll all come into it. And once we launch the stable coin, there won't be any volatility with that. So they won't have any fear of their funds getting lost. And they can kind of jump onto crypto that way. That's kind of why I think that this bear market shouldn't really affect us as much as anything. Honestly, I actually kind of like it, because what I'm thinking is if we could weather the storm on the bear market, everything after a bear market comes a bull market, which means that if we could ride the storm, we should just see that influx of users coming in soon.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that theory too. Who's the Hex guy? Yeah. Is it Richard Hart? He's that guy's kind of ridiculous on Twitter if you follow him, but he's also said that he planned on launching during a bear market. I think he's got a new chain coming out, Pulse chain or something. So anyway, he said, why would we want to
Oh,
launch in the bull market? We want to launch in the bear market, so the only way's up after that. So it's an interesting thought
yeah,
for sure.
yeah, yeah. Because I mean, if you think about it, when you launch in a bull market, you're literally looking for disappointment. Like, yeah, you have a lot of users to begin with, but that was kind of like what happens with all those seasons. You get all those users, and then it falls off, and then it's just always just you're looking at disappointment
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah, like you said, you just have to kind of weather the storm from the get go,
Yeah.
though. So, so let's talk about partnerships. What all partnerships do you have ongoing at the moment? Like, do you have other projects that you're partnering with, or do you have plans of partnering with others?
Yep. So at the moment, I don't think we've announced any partnerships, but we are currently securing partnerships that will hopefully be mutually beneficial for both projects, type thing. At the moment, we're just trying to do the AMAs, get the launch going, and we're launching those YouTube videos. I think we're going to announce the partnerships a little later.
Cool, got it. So, as far as generating more revenue for the project, what do you guys have plans for? Y'all have a treasury that you're going to be spending? Are you going to be doing any yield farming, any of that stuff?
Okay, so that's more to be discussed with the treasury. So those taxes that are coming out
Hmm.
are basically what the protocol is going to have to be playing with, right? So we got to see what we're going to be dealing with. We definitely want to keep the marketing up because, like we said, we're trying to go global. Um, but we're always open to more. We have a ton of ideas that we're going to launch. Like we're going to be launching NFTs at some point. The win trade is going to be launched later. Um, yeah, there's a lot that we want to do. We want to do table games like dice and cards. Want to be launched on there after we get this win bet set up. So there's a lot of options that we can do with this. Gambling is such a huge industry, and if we could really just turn it fair and get all those gambling, uh, you know, users to come over to us, I think that would cause a huge influx in on the protocol.
Yeah, for sure. And I just dropped the website in the chat there, guys. If y'all want to go check that out too, make sure you go check that out and then follow their Twitter as well. It's win_binary01. Go ahead and follow that when you get a chance. So, what about cross chain? Have you guys had any consideration of going cross chain?
I think it's definitely possible. Especially our whole thing, like I said, was trying to go global. So I think the more chains we could get onto would be the better. That would be more of a question for Glex though, because he's the dev. So I think he did say that he had plans for it, but yeah, just trying to launch first, then see if we could go cross chain. I think
Okay.
I I did want to say we did get this question at the last AMA, and it was a tough one for me because I wasn't sure actually. But then Glex talked me through it. We actually don't need any of the like the legal certificates or anything for what's it called for gambling because we're not handling anyone's money. So we don't need any licenses or anything because it's all people handling their own investments. So that's another thing is we can get around those I want to say barriers for countries that don't allow for gambling since it's all peer to peer. It's another thing that's really good about the peer to peer system rather than the house client system.
Gotcha. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
let's see. We've got a question about team tokens. Do you know? Do they have an allocation of team tokens? And if so, are those vested?
So if we did have them, I definitely think they would be vested. I don't have any team tokens, so I don't think we do.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm the newest member to join the team, so I actually haven't gotten to that yet with the team. So I'm just unsure. Glex hasn't gotten back to me yet. He's offline right now, but I definitely do want to get those questions answered about how the team's getting paid.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And real quick, guys, we've got this giveaway going on. So we've got $100 we're giving away to somebody that's listening. So we appreciate y'all listening in. And I'm gonna open up this channel right now. Just react to the giveaway bot. That's all you got to do. You're gonna see a channel open up. It's hidden right now, but I'm about to open it. It says AMA giveaways, and it's gonna have a giveaway bot in there. Just react to it, and you're gonna have 5 minutes to do that, and it will close again. So I'm opening it up, and you guys can jump in there right now. I see everybody jumping. I'm gonna go ahead and type for everyone that's in here. So yeah, this was
Oh,
maybe. What's
I
that?
just saw I just saw Dean Nitz's question about the mobile version. That would be kind of awesome.
I didn't see that one. What was it?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you got to it yet. I'm just scrolling through the chat. He just said, when should we expect the release of the mobile app version of Win Binary? That would be awesome if we
Oh
could get
yeah,
there. To be, yeah,
yeah, that would be sick for sure.
yeah. That's definitely something I'm gonna run by Glex. So yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, and I'll leave this channel open after this. Like I always leave it open for like 24 hours after we do an AMA. That way you guys can come back in and answer stuff that maybe you didn't, have
Perfect.
a perfect answer on it, at the get go. So that way you can talk to the team and come back and tell us everything that we may have missed. So I'll leave this open for you. But then I was just kind of looking at the website. So when do you think all this stuff is going to be functional? Do you have a
Oh, it
timeline?
should be. So, a lot of it should be up and running right now during the pre-sale, I believe. If not, it should be right after.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, because I'm
yeah.
clicking through it right now and the pages are empty, so I'm sure it hasn't been. Um,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's
Then it should be. I
just the
guess.
matches page that's open.
See, Glex told me since day one. So day one of sale. So I guess maybe he meant the maybe at the pre-sale or
Right.
the public sale since we're at the private sale right now.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not sure. Maybe he wanted to make it fair, so maybe it might be day one of the public sale or pre-sale. I'm not sure exactly. I'll get back to you on that as well.
Okay. Cool. And so we've got a question from Avex Lover. He's just kind of wondering what you think your competitive advantages are over some of the similar sites. And we just had another gambling AMA just about an hour ago. So yeah, it's a good question. What do you think your competitive advantages are?
I see. Okay, so I would just say the peer versus peer betting thing. The fact that we're not gonna have a hand in anything. We're not gonna run into any legal issues since we're not dealing with anyone's money or handling anything on the gambling aspect. We can cross a lot of boundaries. Like we won't run into legal action with countries that don't allow for gambling. We won't run into any type of manipulation. So I think those are the two main things. There's no legal actions and it's completely fair. Um, and since it's peer to peer, everyone like it's more free for the users. Like any random investor can come and make his own type of bet, and odds. Like say he's a big UFC fan, he could just make a bet for every fight that's coming out and everything that he thinks of, right? And then any other UFC fan can come and be like, "Oh, I love this dude's bets. Like I'm gonna just take him up on all his bets."
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
So it's like it's just a very like I see it as like two buddies going to like grab a beer and just betting on a game together, but just online.
Yeah.
Yeah, just having like a formal thing for it so they can't back out type thing.
What about and this is just off the top of my head, what about like fantasy football stuff? Are you guys going to get into any of that?
See,
Is
we're
that like a
definitely gonna
down
have
the
football
road
bets.
thing?
Yeah, I would love to have like a fantasy football type thing. That is definitely something that I could see us like getting into. For sure at first we just want to get the bets out there, make it so it's peer for peer, and then we are completely upgradable. Like anything that anyone asks, if it's doable, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that, the online thing, the fantasy football, like that's all cards on the table. The cross chain, all of it's on the table. We definitely want to get as much of it done as we can. It's just going to be timeline and coding is the last thing.
Yeah, for sure. Um, okay, cool. Let's see. Let me see if I've missed anything here. Um, yeah, I think we got most of the stuff covered. Is there anything that you think that I haven't touched on yet that you want to go over?
uh,
Let's see. We've gone
I
over
think
marketing. Just running through all these. Some of them are kind of repeats. So I'm just kind of marking those out.
oh yeah, I did see a lot of repeat questions too, but I'm glad that there are so many questions. Honestly,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
that was awesome to see. Just coming on here, I was like, oh my god, that's we haven't
yeah.
even started yet.
Yeah, we always have a bunch of questions in here. Everybody's super active, which is great.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
How is your miner sustainable? Um, Well, okay, it's gonna work like any other miner. I would say if I had to put my idea on it, I would say the miner and the crash game and the last bet thing. That's more just short term, you know. Um, I would say that's to just to get the protocol up and running. Our main thing is going to be that win bet, right? It's going to be the betting system. It's going to be the gambling. That's the market we're trying to get into. I definitely think it's a good idea for short term. Like I don't know how sustainable the miner will be. I could talk to Glex. I know that Glex really believes in all of the products that we're launching. So Glex can definitely when he's online again, I'll ask him that and see if I could get that answered.
Cool, awesome.
Yeah.
So about the referral rewards, I heard you mention something about that earlier. Do you have more
Yep.
details on that? I feel like it's like referral season right now. Like everybody's just sharing. Everybody's got a referral link, which is great because I mean
Yeah.
it's a great way to market. So do you guys have you guys more details on that?
Yeah. So it's gonna be 12% of whatever the so say someone donates from your referral link, you actually get more percentage based on what they're donating, right? So say someone buys a miner, right? So say someone you buy a miner for 500 and someone else buys a miner for 500, but he used your referral link. You'll be getting 8% of your 500 and 12% of his 500 as well. Meanwhile, he'll be getting 8% of his 500.
Cool.
Right? So it's just a really great way to connect. The more people that buy miners, the more money the protocol has for startup, and that's how we can really expand.
Yep. Cool. Awesome. And let's see. I think we've actually got a winner for our giveaway now too. Yep, it Drew Kinging, and I noticed you in there asking some good questions too, man. So I'm glad you got that. So you just won $100, man. Shoot me a DM, and I will get you taken care of at the end of this AMA. Congratulations. Cool.
Oh,
Well,
congratulations, my man.
yeah, and he was asking some good stuff too. So glad
Yeah.
it went to one of the busy guys. So awesome, man. Well, let's see what else we got. Is there anything else you want to touch on before we kind of wrap things up?
Uh, no, not unless anyone else has any questions.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
I'm
see if
looking at the
anybody's got their
yeah.
hand raised. Let's see. We do have. Yeah, we've got Goku wants to speak. Let me bring him up real quick.
Alrighty. Hey, my man, how you doing?
Good to see you again.
Hello. Yeah, good to see you again.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah. So, any plans of future listing in any exchanges, your token?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that just a little slower? It was a little shaky.
Yeah, any plans of listing your token in any exchanges?
Listing our token in other exchanges. Yes, I
Yeah.
definitely think that that's going to be a future possibility. We are trying to launch our own swap though, so that I think we're going to be more focused on that than getting us onto other swaps, if that makes sense. But I definitely think we're going to try to get on. Like we're going to try to get our token out to as many people as possible.
Yeah, but the problem is due to reflections and the high taxes, the persons who hold your tokens in the wallets will be suffering losses that time. The same case was there in SafeMoon. As you know, the persons who are holding the SafeMoon in their wallet have suffered the transaction fees and the reflections at their advantage, but the disadvantage was huge transaction fees. So when SafeMoon was listed in other exchanges, when they moved a portion of the SafeMoon to other exchanges, nearly I think 10% was nearly lost.
I see. So
So
you're
how
saying
about
that getting onto other swaps and centralized exchanges will actually be less beneficial to the protocol.
yeah, the reflections will be lost. Then the other cases with the transaction. How about I think the taxes are here about 3 to 4%. You said earlier, so that will be a loss to the persons holding their tokens in their wallet.
I see. I see. Okay, then I could definitely talk to the team. That could be something that we don't look into then, and we rather just focus on our own swap. Um, that's definitely something I can discuss. We obviously want whatever's best for the protocol, right? So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
anything we do, we're gonna discuss as a team. We're gonna talk to the community about. If you guys don't want us on central exchanges or other swaps, then that's definitely something we won't do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, appreciate you for bringing your own swap.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
Oh, that's
yeah,
definitely
yeah,
coming.
but
That's gonna be coming out with
yeah,
the
but
WinUSD, our own stable coin. And that's how we're gonna hit the global market, hopefully, and get other
yeah,
people
but
that
we
aren't
need
discussing the
massive
protocol.
marketing. We are all with you.
I'm sorry.
But we need massive marketing. We are all with you.
Yeah,
The
we
whole
need
crypto
massive
kingdom is
marketing.
with you.
Yes.
Whole
And
crypto
well, I
kingdom is
think we
with
already
you.
have plans for
Yo,
that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. The whole crypto kingdom is with you. Yo.
Hey, thank you. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, we got a supportive
Thank
community
you.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love
Thank you for
that.
your time.
Cool, man. Appreciate you asking some questions,
Yeah.
Goku.
Yeah, it's over, sir.
All right,
Thanks for
Yeah.
guys.
your awesome answer. Yeah.
If anybody else has got any questions, go ahead and raise your hand. I'll bring you up here. If not, I think we'll kind of wrap this thing up. But yeah, if you've got, I'll give you just a second if you want to raise your hand. If anybody's got anything else, otherwise, I will leave this channel open for 24 hours. You can head over to that Win Binary AMA questions and just ask some more. We've got King in here. We've got our, oh shit, we got a couple coming in. All right, man, you
Yep.
may be busy for a second.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I love the questions.
All right, Kingen, I'm bringing you up.
Hey, my man.
What's up,
Hello.
man?
I'm good. I'm good. How about you?
Doing great. Congrats on
Doing
winning.
well. Yeah, congrats,
Thanks.
my man.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, I sent you a DM already. So I didn't actually come up to ask a question, although I'd already pasted my question in the group, which I guess I got clarity why the AMA was going on. So thanks a lot.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Great.
Hey, well, awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'll bring up
Thank you.
Avax Lover then and see what he's got to ask.
Sure. Later.
Thanks.
Later. Hey, my man.
What's up?
Hello.
You got a question?
Am I audible?
I'm sorry.
Hello.
Couldn't hear you.
Can just barely hear you,
Hello.
man.
Hello, am I audible?
Can you hear us?
Any prices for the top questions?
can't
Prizes for the
understand
top
you.
questions. No, not this time. On the last AMA we did, this time we were just doing it to a random listener, but it ended up being a guy that asked a bunch of questions, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, we kind of switch it up from time to time on AMAs. We don't want to get too complacent with the way we do things, so we'll switch it up from time to time. So yeah, Kinging will be our only winner today.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. You got any other questions about the project?
I guess not.
Guess not. Okay. Well, let's
Thanks
just
for coming
kind
up,
of
my man.
yeah. Let's kind of wrap this up then. So just to go over everything, guys. You need to go join their Discord to kind of get some updates on the daily. Go follow their Twitter too. All this stuff. Like, let me put this in the chat real quick. I'm in the main chat. I'm gonna put you can search projects in our Discord just by hashtagging. So hashtag Win Binary. Sent that in the main chat. That's gonna have all their links, so you can go over there and check all that stuff out. And then you can also go over there and vote on their community trust score. So, if you're feeling good about the project, go give them a 5-star. Not so good gets a 1-star. So go over there and vote. Let them know how you feel. And then, if you want to get your community members, come over here and vote on your score as well. Have them go do that. So